Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Now, if you haven't seen the recent video I just posted a couple days ago of testing out the Shelby GT500 Super Snake again, make sure to check it out because I was so excited to make that video and share with all of you. If you are an OG to the channel, you know that I used to have a 1,000 horsepower Shelby GT500 Super Snake Signature Edition. It's a variant that only consists of 50 total units. The one that we had on the channel had 1,000 horsepower again, and it was number, I think, 9 out of 50. Really fun car, had a 6-speed manual transmission, and had the triple black finish of the matte black stripes with the black outside exterior and the black interior. Really, I miss that car a lot, and I can't believe I had the chance to get back behind the wheel of another one. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. I'll have it linked floating on the top of the screen right now. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because that segues completely into the topic of today's video. If you are a Mustang enthusiast, a Mustang fan, let's be honest here, a lot of you are. Who isn't, right? These muscle cars, they signify America, freedom, and what they offer you in terms of bang for your buck, the exotics can't really compete with that. The amount of horsepower and performance features these cars can have, even going to Challengers, Camaros, even to the Corvettes, the sports cars, it's incredible the bang for your buck you get from these American manufacturers. Now, talking about Ford, there's so much heritage and legacy behind the Mustang brand name. And yes, Shelby did a great job kickstarting Ford with racing and their Ford GT, also developing the GT350, the symbol that was created back in the day of the Cobra. Also, what Mustang initially stood for, then what it became, is pretty inspiring. Because this was a secretary's car, well, everyone called it a secretary's car. Then, over time, it became a proper sports vehicle to go to the track and race against Corvettes and more. That is what made the Shelby GT350 so special. There was a GT350R variant, which was the racing variant. Finally, for the upper tier Mustang, the GT500 came out back in the 60s. There was also the Super Snake. Let me explain to you what Shelby American actually does. They provide upgrade kits and they put their branding on those kits to create a modern Shelby performance vehicle. They say performance is their passion. Hey, it's a great passion to have. Now, the Shelby GT500, which I was referring to towards the beginning of this video, actually ended production back in 2014. Then Ford brought it back with the S550 generation GT500, which featured a dual clutch transmission and 760 horsepower. There wasn't a Super Snake version of the 2020 GT500. Which is interesting to me. It really is interesting to me because we had Super Snake versions of the generation before with the 2013 and 2014 GT500 that I used to own and then tested recently here on the channel. They never brought it back for the 2020 to 2023 GT500s. But they brought it back for the F-150s. You can get a Ford truck Super Snake. You can get a Mustang GT Super Snake. I wonder what Shelby is going to do for the future because currently Ford isn't making a Shelby Mustang anymore. They were the ones who created the Ford Shelby GT500. They created the GT350 from the factory. If you wanted to put more power on your car, you could send it to the shop in Las Vegas Shelby runs that would do aftermarket upgrades. So, what will Shelby do to continue to gravitate younger generation buyers or individuals who are not familiar with the brand reputation when it was being created from Ford Motor Company? I'm very curious about this. I really am. So many young people I know or just enthusiasts all over the map We're such big fans of the Shelby Mustang GT350 we had from 2016 to 2020. Same with the GT500, but those weren't built by Shelby American, the company. I think we could see a Shelby Super Snake or some name along the lines of what Shelby has held in their roster in the past for a new S650 Mustang. It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? They need to still stay in business. They're a business, right? They need to sell packages. They need to make their brand stay alive. As it stands now, there's a new Halo Mustang, the Ford Mustang GTD. There's a new Halo truck, the Ford Raptor R with 710 horsepower. What do you think they're gonna do? What if a Shelby Mustang Super Snake again, or a Shelby Dark Horse Super Snake, or a Dark Super Snake? What are your thoughts on that subject? I do believe there's a lot of operating room here to create packages still if they want to continue down this route. If Ford goes away from creating Ford Mustang, Shelby GT350s and GT500s in the future, what recognition will Shelby have to really build off of anymore? I know that a lot of the younger gen buyers, they are interested in the more affordable Mustangs. Let me know, guys, in the comment section down below what you think. The Mustang Dark Horse, it's a very capable car. It really is. It's a Mustang GT brought up even further with track-focused upgrades. It's pretty quick on the track too, from what I have seen. I do believe, though, there's a massive gap that needs to be filled. You got the $70,000 Dark Horse Mustang, $60,000, $70,000. You can get them even more expensive depending on what options you get. Let's just equate it to around $70,000. You have a $300,000 Mustang GTD. That's the starting price. What if it gets close to $400,000? What do we have from 800 horsepower to 500 horsepower? That's a 300 horsepower gap between the two. There's gotta be some mid-tier entry variants. We have the 1,000 horsepower Dodge Challenger Demon 170. I don't think Ford will make a 1,000 horsepower car when they have a $300,000 800 horsepower car. It doesn't make much sense to me. Therefore, I would predict we would get right around a 700 horsepower Mustang right there in the middle. If it gets too close to horsepower of the GTD, then buyers might complain if they're paying $300,000 for the GTD. If we truly will never see Hellcats anymore in the future, in these 700 plus horsepower muscle cars for cheap prices. You can get Hellcats for such good deals right now. Are we gonna be paying more money for less power? Because you can buy the Dark Horse, it's more money than the average Hellcat you see on the market. I do like how Ford is keeping the manuals, and if they can create a high horsepower drag racing variant of the Mustang, or something that the average track enthusiast can buy without spending $300,000, or going for a 500 horsepower car, if they can build something in the middle like the Trackback GT500, I think Ford will have a massive buyer audience. People who will be gravitating towards the brand for either the Halo car, the initial starting variant, or the mid-tier option. Please let me know in the comment section down below. Stay tuned because you have a lot of cool track tests coming out your way, especially with a lot of exotic cars that are extremely fast coming out, like a new Ferrari. I have some very nice cars being sent my way to test out, so stay tuned. Right now it's a little bit slow for the past couple of weeks because I've been waiting for the 750S and getting some things all arranged. But anyways, things are ramping back up now, and I can't wait for you guys to see all the content coming out. And I'm traveling actually out of the state around the corner too, so stay tuned for those track videos. I think you're gonna love them. If you enjoyed this video, hey, please hit the like button. It really does help me out, and subscribe for much more great content coming out your way, and hit the notification bell so you're up to date on all the new videos coming out. Me being an enthusiast of all these cars, I love giving you these studio update videos at the desk because it allows us just to talk, have a conversation about what is happening currently currently in the automotive industry without having to go do these tests every single day, because those are more focused, right? This is for a debate. I want to hear what you have to say, and I want to generate some discussion for you to talk to your friends about. Thanks for watching again. I'll see all of you in the next video.